Today is February the 18th, which means this is Van Life number 49. Hope everyone's doing okay today. So, how are things going in your part of the world? Mine's kind of busy. I've been working on my funding guide. I'm writing a guide about how to raise money while we're traveling on the road. I want to help all of us come up with some income and try to come up with some regular, steady income that we can make while we're traveling to help pay for our life on the road. And so I'm putting together some material and going through it myself, and I'm trying to come up with ways to make money. Because let's face it, Social Security ain't going to cut it. It's not enough. We need more. We need some steady income. And so I'm trying my best to put together some materials that will help us do that. And so I've been in Adobe InDesign setting up the format of the book, of the guide. And if you need any help with anything like that, let me know. I self-publish books on Amazon, and I use Adobe InDesign to do that. So I'm pretty familiar with it and can lay out books. The funding guide that I'm writing is going to be a 6x9 inch guide that I will self-publish and make available on Amazon, and will also make it available directly to you guys once I get through with it. It's going to take me a little bit of writing and some work to put together some useful information and some workable forms so that we can work on our income and work on our expenses and come up with a budget and try to figure out sort of how much money we need to make to pay for our lifestyle while we're traveling around. That's the idea. And of course, each of us are going to be different. Each of us need a different amount of income based on what we've got. My Social Security is a little bit low, it's lower than average. So I'm going to need more monthly income than many of you. Many of you have enough retirement and enough Social Security coming in that you really don't need a whole lot of income. So good for you. But for me, I need some money. I need some income coming in on a regular basis. And so I'll be continuing to work on that. I've cut my expenses down to next to zero. Well, I say next to zero. Most of my expenses now are related to content creation. The Adobe suite that I pay for is $60 a month. I pay for Suno because I do a lot of writing of music and lyrics, and I like publishing music and creating music with Suno, and that's only $10 a month. And I also pay the $20 a month for ChatGPT because I rely on it a lot. And that, along with car insurance and other expenses, I've gotten rid of just about everything and have narrowed down my monthly expenses to around, give or take, $400 a month. In addition to working on InDesign this morning, I also, of course, have been looking at some other YouTubers online and been watching some videos, and have become really jealous of you guys who are out there traveling around. I'll be with you before too long, but I've started to create a list of places that I want to see, places I want to go. I've been reading about George Armstrong Custer and General Custer and his fight with the Indian tribes of Oklahoma and Kansas. And this morning I was reading about his expedition to track down the Cheyenne in western Oklahoma, and I read about the Battle of Washita. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, look up Battle of Washita, the Washita River, and read about that battle. I didn't really realize until recently that Custer has a footprint in Texas and in Oklahoma, mainly dealing with the Indian issue after the Civil War. He was a part of the 7th Cavalry, whose mission it was in Kansas, central Kansas, and western Oklahoma to track down Indians and basically get them back on the reservation under control. The federal government was trying to send them all to Oklahoma Territory, into reservations. And it wasn't working out so great. A lot of Native Americans were fighting to hang on to their traditions and their livelihoods, and there's nothing they could really do about it because the buffalo was becoming more extinct. The buffalo were no longer available. And as Western expansion from the United States was taking place with the Oregon Trail and other expansion westward, their lands were being settled by people moving west. And so they were losing their space, they were losing their food, they were losing their livelihood, and things were changing. The more I study about Custer and about the action he took after the Civil War and the places he went, the Black Hills and killing black cattle in the Battle of Washita River, made me add some of those locations to my to-see list. There's places I want to visit like that. I've already got the major battles of the Civil War that I want to visit, so my list is growing. I'll have plenty of places to go once I get moving again. Well, that's my update for today, update 49. Go out and have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. It'll be the Big 5-0, Daily Update 50. Won't that be exciting?